Choosing to act from a place of unconditional love instead of from the ego is a struggle for many. Does this have to be a struggle?
Hmm. If we all had unconditional love, there wouldn't be any war, any famine, life would be absolutely abundant. But we all struggle with it. We're human, and it's one of the main challenges that most of us have in our lives. So, does it have to be a struggle? Unconditional love, if you give yourself unconditional love, your life will become much more of a flow. But it takes time and effort to really master that unconditional love for ourselves. And once we've done that, we can really love other people unconditionally. So there is a struggle, but these exercises are absolutely aimed at addressing that struggle, at healing ourselves, our inner child, just really practical exercises on how you can start loving yourself better, more purely, and how that can in itself aid your relationships and bring in massive abundance in your relationships, in the workplace, in your whole lives. This chapter is amazing.
What does forgiveness have to do with unconditional love? Sometimes it seems like forgiveness is conditional, not just for others who we feel have wronged us, but for ourselves as well, forgiving ourselves.
Hmm. Forgiveness is something which is easily said and not necessarily easily done. We often find it really difficult to forgive ourselves. We're really hard on ourselves, but we also often find it difficult to forgive people close to us, like our parents, or people that have wronged us or we feel have wronged us in our life. So this is really insightful because it explains that at a soul level, with all of our closest relationships, we have actually arranged before we were born to have the major experiences that happen in our lives. And that in itself can really help us in terms of our forgiveness. But this chapter also really focuses on that self-forgiveness, which is absolutely essential if we're learning how to love unconditionally.
At the end of the chapter, it's suggested to do the forgiveness creed every day. How important is this habit?
Actually, that is a really good question because this course and the book is very much about habit, and it's about changing our habits. There's a wonderful book I read which was all about the habit of happiness. We can actually teach ourselves to be happy. And a lot of this book is showing us exercises for herding our thoughts, so bringing in positive affirmations and focus in our life that replaces and pushes out the negative. So this book is very much enabling us to learn how to bring these techniques into our everyday lives. It's not for 10 minutes necessarily at the end of the day. It's for 3 minutes when you're sitting on the tube, or 5 minutes when you're driving into work, or 2 minutes when you wake up in the morning. It's something that you just incorporate into your day, and it becomes second nature. And that's when it becomes really powerful in terms of your ascension process.
Excellent. That makes sense. Yes. There are a lot of exercises in this chapter, but there's one that doesn't really take any effort. Could you explain what an etheric retreat is?
So there's all the stuff that we can do on the conscious level, which feeds into the unconscious, but we can also do ascension work at night by asking to be taken to auric retreats. These are the auric retreats of the archangels or ascended masters that are working with us on this ascension journey. And that's really powerful because you're going in your sleep. You still get your rest, but you wake up in the morning and work has been done. Because remember, we are a physical being, but we are the energetic being as well. And that energetic being can go and visit these energetic planes without the body. So this is really exciting. It explains all about that and how you do that. So the other, says my connection's unstable.
Yeah.
So the other really exciting thing about this chapter is the Christ consciousness energy. So this energy is an incredibly powerful energy on this planet. It's energy given by Jesus Christ, so brought to us by Jesus Christ, and his twin flame, Mary Magdalene. And it shows you how to access this. And if we bring the Christ consciousness energy into us and carry it as humans in the world, we can really raise the vibrations of the world in a very powerful way. No, it doesn't like the Christ consciousness energy.